Hi there, it's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I have another product premiere from the January to June 2022 brand new mini catalog. And to kick off this new catalog, which I'm in love with, I'm doing a series of just like my favorite bundles, stamp sets, DSP. And this one today that I'm doing is the Tulip Fields bundle. And this one is from, it's from the Flowering Fields suite. So this suite has two sister bundles that are included that you can purchase separately, or you can purchase the entire suite for one catalog number, using one catalog number. So this one is Tulip Fields. The sister suite is Flowering Tulips. This is the one that has beautiful stamps and dies and sentiments. This one has beautiful stamps and dies, but it doesn't have any sentiments. So we're going to be using both up today. So this is, you can find this on page 15 of the brand new catalog. This, if the Flowering Tulips is over $50, so this would earn you a level 1 product from the Celebration catalog. And the one that we're using today is just under. So you would just need to add a stamp pad or dimensionals or something like that, just to get you over to that $50 mark so that you can get something for free. All right, so let me show you what we're going to do today. First, I'll show you the these dies. So beautiful images here to make rows of tulips. They came out just beautiful, and I have one sample of that also. But I wanted you to see the dies here that are included. Beautiful, the windmill, all different dies that they crop out beautifully. And so I have a sample page here of just the basic ones that you would want to use, but there's a cloud die, and there's more fencings, and this little tulip die we're going to be using that today too. So that always helps when I get a set that has a lot of beautiful dies and I'm not really sure how they're going to work together to build an image. I usually just take the big ones and crop them out, and then just keep this as a reference point. So that's what we're doing. Let me tell you about the cardstock that we're using and the measurements so that you have those. We're starting just with a basic white thick cardstock as our base. This is 11 by 4 1/4, and it is scored at 5.5, the standard. Then I have another just standard layer. This is the Evening Evergreen in color, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I have a piece of just regular basic white and a piece of DSP. Now I wanted to show you this DSP also from the bundle, from the suite. And this is just gorgeous. This is called Flowering Fields also. And just take a quick peek at these beautiful prints. And I have the top side and the flip side, so you can see both of them. Just beautiful. And tulips, I mean, they are my favorite, but who doesn't love a tulip? And beautiful colors. This paper is just fabulous. Background paper. And then this shows you the rows, and you can simulate that with the stamps. So I just wanted to show you that. So we are going to be using this strip here from that DSP pack, and I trimmed them both the same size, because what we're going to do is crop out a space in the center, and that's where we're going to be doing our stamping. This is just to crop out our little the little tulip row, and then this is for the sentiment tag, and I just cropped this beforehand out of the stitched rectangle dies. So, all right, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is take I'm going to use my little mini machine and get that set up. Now I'm kind of taking a chance here, but this does fit through. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and it just stays nice, it slides through nice. Now it's I wouldn't make it any wider than that because you don't want to ruin the paper as it's going through. But I just love this little mini machine, especially for my quick videos and just to get it die cut. So, oh, let me tell you, these are from the Hippo dies, which are like my new go-to because of the shapes that they have for these labels, which are just fabulous. So, and that is still in the catalog. So I want to crop this out, and I'm going to put a little piece of Post-it tape just to hold it in place because of the print, and so the more like it's like a grid design, and I think that if it wasn't straight, you would tell, you'd be able to tell. So let me just run this through quickly. Okay, we are going to need that again, but we don't need it for the Hippo dies. And I like using the Post-it tape because it just peels off beautifully. And this, of course, I will use for another project. I'll never waste something that pretty. Okay, so now I have this, and this just gives me an idea of where I want to stamp my image on here. So I'm taking the windmill image from the stamp set, and I'm just going to stamp it in Memento. Let's just get this on a clear block. And pretty big, so I want to be able to make sure I have good coverage here. You could do it in your Stamparatus, just to be sure, not to take any chances, but I'm just gonna do it right from here. And I'm not going to stress too much over it as long as I have it pretty much there. Okay. All right, I like that. Now, in this stamp set, there's this cute little, oh, it's like a faraway distance little plant that you would see on a tulip farm, way up on the horizon. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Pear Pizzazz, because that is the coordinating color of that DSP. And I'm just gonna plant just a little bit of a tree image right next to this here. And let me see if I can see what I'm doing here. Whoops. Okay. All right. That's it for that. While I have the this out, the Pear Pizzazz, I think I'll go ahead and do the sentiment onto my rectangle tag. So like I said, this is the sister bundle that has the beautiful sentiments in there. So let's make this a birthday card, and we'll just do this in Pear Pizzazz also. So let me make sure that I'm straight on this one because I am working right onto a tag. If I was just cropping it out afterwards, I wouldn't worry about it. Still, I'm not going to take a chance, and I'm going to just, okay. That makes it worthwhile when you just take that extra second to make sure that it's on there straight. And there you go. Okay, so we are done with that stamping. All right, so we have this. Now we can start to layer them up. I'm gonna have this right underneath there, and I can do that first. Let me get my silicone mat and my seal. Okay. Oh, I know, and I just hate having to cut into that beautiful paper, but it has to be done. It has to be shared. Okay, and I'm just going to line this up. All right, that's good enough. Okay, so we're gonna put this on here now and just layer it up just onto the evening evergreen. And that's good like that. Okay, before we put it on the base, let's just give it a little bit of color for the inside. So I'm taking my Smoky Slate blends, and I'm just going to do the inside here of that windmill, just to give it a little bit of color. Okay, that's all that needed. Now we can get this, before we put this on, let's just crop out this little tulip row here. So I'm using this die right here. And let me bring up my little mini again. And this will go through just fine. And you see how perfectly that comes out. Okay, so this I'm going to just layer right down on the bottom here. But before I do that, I want to put a little bit of ribbon on there. And so I'm taking, this is the window pane check ribbon in the evening evergreen. So that matches beautifully. And let's just, we're just gonna make a knot. So I'm just going to adhere this to the back, and I want it down low, but because I do want to have space for my my sentiment to go up on top of that. So let me just adhere this to the back, and I could just use Scotch tape if that's easier, and a quick check to make sure that it's even, which in this case the grid paper helps with that. All right, and now I can put this on here onto our base. Okay, now let's take a little piece and we'll make this knot right onto the side. And you could make a bow, but I think I'll just make a knot today. And we'll give it a little bit more of a trim. Okay. All right, so we are almost done. So now I'm just going to take my sentiment, pop that up with a few dimensionals, and I'll just put the dimensionals on the top part so that I can sit over that ribbon like that, like we had planned. That should do it. Okay, and this is going to go right over here. And we'll lift that up, and then we'll just get our little row of tulips, and you could use liquid glue. I think I'm just going to put a few dabs of the seal on here. It should work fine. Whoop. Okay, and then this is going to go right down on the bottom. That seal is very strong. So just make sure we move it, get it right in the center. And there we go. Beautiful. I have one other one to show you that I had made mostly with those dies, and this is the one that I used the stamps to make the rose of the tulip farm, which is gorgeous. And this windmill just comes out perfect every time, and it's nice and easy to crop out. So here are my 2 projects from this the Tulip Fields bundle. My next project to work on is to do more of the with the flowering tulips. I have used this as just as a stamp set, but I definitely want to get into building up those tulips with these dies. So I hope you like this video. I hope that you'll check out this Tulip Fields and the entire suite of products that are included in this suite are just gorgeous. So I thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. And if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to like it and share it. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss my next video. And I do have them pretty much 1 or 2 a week. So thanks again for spending a few minutes. Have a great day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.